Hey, what's going on YouTube? This is Super Riot, and on today's episode we're gonna give you a review of the Berserker. And lately IG had an update and they have raised the hero skill up to level 25. So this is gonna be the race to cap the level. But at the moment I don't think it's that important to raise the level because from level 20 to 21 all the way to 25 there's not a lot of increment. It doesn't give a lot of bonuses. So if you guys can or able to do that, go ahead and do that. But I think it's better that you guys put your rings on your 8, raise your 8 level, max it out to at least level 20. So from here, my hero skill, Berserker, he's at level 20 right now. So what his skill does is that charge at the hero with the highest HP and range. He taunt them and stun them for X amount of seconds. The target takes more damage and recover less HP for X amount of seconds. And also add a bonus damage on top of the attack. So that is great if you want to get inside the base, especially in lowest league or sometime in Guild Clash. It works too. So here's my hero talent. I put a 5 or 5 Fatal Strike on him because I want him to have a lot of critical strike. So that's why I put a 5 Fatal Strike. So I have a total of 15% critical rate. And his 8 skill, I think this is the most important skill that you could put for your hero as an 8. So if you cannot afford to max out Berserker, Divine and stuff like that, use him for 8. And he is one of the best hero you could have for all your main hero as an 8. So at the max level for 1 second, the damage dealt to the deploy hero can exceed 50% of its max HP. So imagine if you have like a weak Pangoli and you put a max level 8 Berserker on him. I mean, and even if your opponent a really high level and high attacks, it cannot does more than 15% of its max HP to Pangoli at one time. So for 1 second, but after that they can kill Pangoli pretty quick. And so that is his hero skill, hero talent, and 8 skill. And his mercenary is a warrior. And let's go in and see his enchant. So I have mine at level 26 enchant already. I think it's important for a tank to have dodge. If you planning to use Berserker as your main and stuff like that, so it increases dodge and attack, of course. Those are dodge, attack, and increase critical resist. So those are really important skill to have. Hit rate also help to speed up the attack. Uh, so that is his enchant skill, and of course you need 12 glory to max him out. Um, and this is his evolution. Let's check out his level 1 Gemini. So I think this guy is not very helpful for a base defense. So don't use this guy. Don't put this guy on your base as a main hero. Use him only as an aid. Don't ever use him as a put him on the base because he's very slow and he die a lot. So that is Gemini skill. You can read up on that. And here is his Leo skill. I think this is one of the uh, best evolution skill on a hero. If you in a certain mode, of course, it doesn't really works in some mode because basically what this skill does is it overwhelm your opponent with a whole bunch of mini Berserker. So it's summon 10 Berserker, mini Berserker, 10 cards, what they say, and then from then on it'll summon 15 and then 20. So this is level 3 Fortitude, and this is level 3 Pisces, Feces. Okay, so yeah, so his Pisces is pretty awesome, you know. So let's go in and check out an arena. I don't use Berserker in arena anymore, but just for this video, I put him in instead, and I took out a Beast Demon. Okay, now let's refresh until we got something. Okay, now 2,399 points if we win this fight. Okay, this is doable. As you can see here, Berserker, I always put him in front because you know you want all your opponent attention to Berserker, and when he's in danger, I'm gonna activate my landslide skill, which aggro everything to landslide. So that's basically what I'm trying to do, and then just go all out with my other hero. Enchantress is pretty awesome, you know. She pretty much revive your hero. Okay, now I'm only going to use now landslide and then Berserker skill. Unfortunately, the Great Sage locked me out. See, I did something wrong. I should have activated Great Sage skill after I use his divine. But that's okay, you know. That's a pretty easy fight, so we're not gonna be in trouble for that. I think I missed a full day of arena, so I need to do a lot to make up for it. We're trying to get 2,300 points. Look like they're not gonna give it 2,300, so let's go with 2,267 points. Okay, this is doable, so keep your eye on Berserker. I'm gonna activate Berserker skill first, so he goes straight in there. And that Great Sage, and then pretty much everybody else skill and landslide. And then I'm gonna activate Berserker skill. Now he's gonna overwhelm his opponent. I already eliminate most of my opponent mercenary with landslide skill. So landslide is one of the best tank in this game. If you want to use him as a main tank, he is one of the best tank. He's way better than Berserker. So between landslide and Berserker, I'll go for landslide as a tank, but as an aid, Berserker is hands down better overall aid. So that is arena. Let's go into Hero's Trial, and I think this is where Berserker shine. This is just one of the mode where he's really shine, because he can overwhelm the opponent with a whole bunch of little berserkers. So that is great. Let's check out this guy. His hero power. Usually I'm hesitate to go against this kind of team, because you know losing even one fight costs you a lot of jewels to get back up there. So let's go for this guy. Okay, all right. I'm going to use my spell just to make sure that I don't lose. Berserker gonna be up next, so focus on him. Okay, he's up next. Okay, there you go. He just activated his skill. See, I'd like him to activate his divine right now. No! Great Sage just locked mine. Oh yes, he activates divine. Now we're good. But for some reason, sometimes opponent It's weird in this hero's trial. You know, sometimes your opponent is low level, lower um, weapons, and they end up winning. I just don't know how they can win against my team, but that's just the way it is. So right now we're pretty much even. Berserker's still hanging on in there. Yes, his mercenaries are dead. There you go. He just activated his skill, going after Ambrosia, and he killed Ambrosia. Okay, so for an aid, I don't think it's pretty good to have an aid in Hero's Trial as Berserker, but I think uh, a really good aid you should have on your Hero's Trial is Toxic Shaman. I mean, check out this guy's skill. When he die, he he like heal your hero, plus damage your opponent and stuff like that. So put him as an aid. Right now, I don't have a lot of Berserker, so if I max out my extra Berserker, I'll put him as an aid in here. But that is basically it for Hero's Trial. Berserker, one of the best hero you can have for Hero's Trial. So that's one mode that Berserker really shine. Let's go into try this. Let's go into Guild Clash. And I believe I had my guild haven't defeated this 2 base yet. Let's go recon to see what is up. Oh man, no wonder, no wonder. Just check out this base. He almost maxed out his Berserker, which I think he maxed out his evolution. So this guy's base is pretty crazy, and no wonder we weren't able to take him down, so to say. Check out his base. Yeah, he's pretty much maxed out too. You know what? We're gonna go fight for level 147 base, but first, forgot to show you my setup. Here's my setup. Usually I don't use Berserker anymore. I use was Enchantress instead of Berserker, but for this video I put in Berserker just to show you guys how he gonna do. So he's at level 185, and his skill, I think it's Capricorn. Yep, his evolution skill is right now is Capricorn. I could have maxed him out, but I don't want to. And at the end of this video, I'll tell you why. Okay, now let's go attack him. So I really want to take out that Ambrosia. Okay, so drop in. No, I don't want to drop in him first. The heck, man! I messed up big. No, my Ambrosia. No, don't die. Okay. Yeah, it's pretty hectic when a whole bunch of heroes go in here and fight. You have no idea who's fighting who. No, I don't think I can beat this team, but you know, we did try. Berserker, I have no idea where he is. He died already. Yeah, usually I just use Enchantress instead of Berserker, because I no longer use Berserker. But just so for this video, just gonna do this for you guys. Alright, so that is that. Now let's go to Lord's League. This should be easier. Norway. Who's this guy? Alright, this guy looks pretty easy. So let's go for him. Berserker, go straight in there. You know what I forgot to do? I think I forgot to give Berserker a better equipment. Yes, I think I forgot to do that. So after this, we're gonna go see what his equipment is all about. Because for equipment, I think you should put in Dragon's Heart for Berserker. Or Thunderblade, which is pretty good. But that's only useful if you have like a high rate of attack. So if you don't have high rate of attack, then use Dragonheart. If you have high rate of attack, then use Thunderblade. That's the best. That's pretty good for Beast Demon too. So yeah, we did wipe out this team. So that's pretty awesome. Go Berserker. Yeah, you see that? You see that Berserker? He looks awesome, you know. I think he just stole a sword from Cloud car, and he won his sword back. So that is Lord's League, Guild Clash, Arena. What else? And Campaign Clash is it's pretty easy, you know. If you can use Berserker in Arena, you can pretty much use them in Campaign Clash. This mode is like one of the easiest mode you can play in this game without spending any jewels. I mean, I do this every day just to get the what do you call that little thing again? Just get the point to max out the spells. So yeah, merit. Yeah, this is called merit. I have a little brain fart, but that's okay. No, it's not merit. It's Mystic Crystal. Jeez, man, I'm playing too much of the other games. Uh, Castle Clash, you know, from IGG, and Marvel Contest of Champions. So that is Berserker in Campaign Clash. Campaign Clash, you can pretty much get away with using any hero as long as you have Divine on the hero. So you don't necessarily need a Berserker. So just to sum Berserker up, what is he useful in? Number one, he is one of the best hero to use in Guild Boss. No doubt he is one of the best as a main hero and as an aid for Guild Boss. Okay, so that's where he shines. Hero's Trial. That's number two. Berserker is useful in Hero's Trial as an aid or as a main hero. So that's where he shines. And just maybe Arena, because you want to overwhelm your opponent with a whole bunch of mercenary and stuff like that. So Arena definitely a maybe, because the reason I say maybe because you have so many heroes that can just pretty much destroy all mercenary at this point. I mean, the new hero, Toxic Shaman, his AoE is massive. OP, you know, pretty OP. And Wonton, again, his skill is pretty OP. He can wipe out your mercenary in seconds. Okay, so even landslide, he's divine. He can wipe out the mercenary in seconds. And pretty much a lot of hero can wipe out the mercenary pretty quick. So for arena, it's just a maybe. I'd rather use enchantress over berserker in arena anytime, any day. And in is he useful in Lord's League? Um, well, it's hard to say. You guys see all my fights. I mean, he survives Lord's League, and his equipment. I haven't even changed his equipment out, which is a level 90 Thunderblade, which I should have changed his to like a level 120 Dragon Hearts, but it works out so far, because the Thunderblade helps eliminating some of the buildings. But you have to invest on your Berserker skill to increase his attack rate. So if you want Berserker, uh, use use his talents. Uh, Try to get one with the attack rates. Uh, it's called a downstream wind or something like that. Blessing downwind. So try to get this skill for Berserker if you want him to attack pretty fast. But I that's that's what I choose to have him hit more critically most of the time instead of a higher attack rate, which could be my downfall in the long run. But it is what it is. So Berserker, Hero's Trial, maybe Arena, boss, guild boss, a guild clash. Not so much because he's a tank. He sometimes he just go inside the base and he's trying to destroy the base by himself, which is really bad in guild clash because the building is very high, has a very high attack and HP. So your berserker is likely to die inside the building if he were to jump like right in the middle of the building when you use his skill. So I don't recommend him on guild clash. So that's it for berserker. I mean, overall, if if you're like me, you don't use berserker as a main anymore. Use him as an aid. Max his skill to 20, okay? Just 20, and use him as an aid. So this has been a review of the Berserker as promised, and stay tuned, guy. I might